How's it going, YouTube? It's your boy Ron. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Super Mario Sunshine. In the first episode, Mario arrived at Isle Delfino under some pretty bad circumstances. Turns out he's being blamed for causing all the shine sprites and with it the sun to leave Isle Delfino, leaving it bleak, and it's up to Mario to save himself. Oddly enough, weird way, I know. The story didn't really explain too much, but it did explain enough to know that Mario is causing Mario's problems. Alright, so as you saw in the beginning intro cinematic for the episode, one thing I do love about Mario Sunshine, I'll be honest, because it gives you an idea of what you're supposed to do. We saw Shadow Mario pretty much at the end of, I guess, this sludge hole where one of the polluted piranhas are at. He's not here though. He most likely just has escaped and dodged that. But like one time we already did back at the airstrip, we're here to defeat another polluted piranha. That's the first boss of the place. I didn't even introduce the place. This is Bianco Hills. This is the first place Mario introduces himself into the series, and it's considered one of the more easier places. And honestly, it's not as I struggle to even get rid of those. Oh, come on. Okay, I'm really struggling just to get rid of this polluted piranha. Now, I am pretty bad at this game. I have some horrible controls. I can't control the camera that well. So for you guys, this will be great because you'll see me struggle a lot throughout pretty much throughout the entire game. Kind of like, I defeated it just in time for the hitbox. Alright, but of course, just like the first polluted piranha we saw, spray 3 times in the mouth, and then it's defeated. Simple. I don't know if you guys saw it. One of the slime moves just fell down the inlet of the cave. It's already down there. Alright, after defeating polluted piranha, Shadow Mario is nowhere to be found, but we can go ahead and collect the first shine of Bianco Hills. Alright, we'll just go ahead and save and continue. I might just continue for sake of time, but it doesn't really matter. The whole goal of each episode is to collect a good amount of shine sprites, and then we can see how next episodes can easily pan out. But oddly enough, all the Toads are back here, and even Peach is still fine. Let's see what she has to say about all this. Welcome back. We're so glad you're safe, Mario. This vacation's just been a whirlwind of bizarre events, huh? And now the boat to the hotel isn't even running. Unfortunate. Uh-oh, this island seems to be victim of a bad turn of fate. Oh my, yes. Unfortunate. We're just trying to go on a vacation after, of course, saving the princess from Bowser. And nope. We have to cherish our name back again. But we're going to go ahead back to Bianco Hills to go ahead and commence the next episode, Down with Petey Piranha. And just like you saw in the first one, and with every episode, for every place that we'll be seeing, will always show us a cutscene that will give us an idea of what we're supposed to do. Down with Petey Piranha, we're going to be heading over to the windmill where she is at. Alright, so as I make my way over, since it is a somewhat good journey, let me talk about a few things. 2 major things. One, it has been a while since I last posted a video. You guys probably saw on the channel that it's been quite some time. I don't really have too many excuses to make. It's just with time and certain things happening, haven't really had the chance to make the same amount of videos and uploads as I once before. I'm gonna try my best to do the same. It's not gonna be as consistent as the first, I will be honest, but I am gonna try to do as much as I can. The bridge is out, okay. Second thing, the glory of the face cam. Back from popular demand and some constructive criticism, I decided to bring this back. I was planning on not doing so, but it did bring a staple of myself here, so I might as well go ahead and bring it back. But again, thanks for bearing with me on that. I am going to go ahead and start doing it from now on. First one was just really a test to see how it would go, but of course, with some constructive criticism in mind, I am back doing these styles again. Because of course, you all know, it's your boy Ron. Okay, enough of that nonsense. We're going to make our way up to the windmill. One thing I do like about the cutscenes that begin in the episode is that, like I already mentioned, it gives you a good idea of what you're supposed to be doing. One criticism I had of Super Mario 64, which I guess you could say is kind of like the predecessor, the succeeder to this game, although not directly since the storyline is nowhere near relevant or the same as the 64 version. But of course, in the beginning of when you try to get those stars in those specific lands or areas, it basically just gave you the title of what you're supposed to do for the star, but it never really gave you any, like, you know, cinematic or anything to go ahead along with it. You were just forced to just know what that meant and go along with it. Sunshine does a great part in, of course, giving you the title, cutscene, and kind of put 2 and 2 together for those who are a bit more challenged in the game. But dang. Encountering Petey Piranha, we get a nasty, vicious roar on our hands. Oh, that's not good. And looks like all that roaring from her broke the windmill's roof and landed us inside, face to face with Petey Piranha herself. We already went over one boss fight, we're going over another. It's Petey Piranha Battle 1. So yes, when I mean Battle 1, we will be facing her again. Fighting tactics for her is she really isn't mobile. When you see her, of course, open her mouth as she did there, go ahead and get blood out, spray her mouth until she's full, ground pound until she spits it out. That's how you do damage to her. And of course, like in all Mario game successes, we're going to be doing this 3 times. Wait until she's able to do it again. She'll always kind of move out of the way, make sure you're able to time it right. And like in all Mario fashion, it's really just a rinse and repeat at this point. This is honestly really easy, but of course the beginning of the game is meant to be, so this isn't really challenging at all. It also makes it a lot easier to get rid of a lot of the goop that's all around, so that way none of those small slimy enemies appear. You can just make it basically just Petey Piranha yourself, and she doesn't really do anything other than just spitting out the goop. But if you don't give her the chance to, this battle is really just simple. Do it a 3rd time, and she solidifies into acid, oddly enough. I don't get the reference, I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Nothing there. Can I... Oh, I couldn't spawn on top of the shine sprite. Yeah, it wouldn't matter, it would have left anyways. Alright, but after an easy battle, we can go ahead and grab... In failure. We can go ahead and grab the 2nd shine Bianco Hills. Grab number 3. Alright, we'll go ahead and we'll just continue because we do have enough time to grab one more shine here. Unless it should reveal the next... Yep, this will reveal the next location. We can go ahead and tackle it now. I'm not going to go ahead and bother visiting the next place yet. I am going to go ahead and grab one more shine from Bianco Hills. But I am going to go ahead and tackle on this Polluted Piranha just because this one's annoying. This one isn't really any different than the one that we already battled today in this episode and from the first one. Really the only difference is that the black sludge surrounding the Polluted Piranha can regenerate back, making it just a little bit more annoying. Just have to pay attention to the underside of you because it does respawn back, and of course it does take little damage each time you ignore it. But again, Polluted Piranhas are just annoying. They're not really serious bosses. Oh, and this one also respawns twice. You defeat it once, but nope, it has a 2nd chance at life. It's not done yet. Knock it out. And of course, you still do the same thing. Spray it twice, and then it should be good. And then, okay, oh, avoid that. Defeat it, and then it'll go ahead and do another cinematic for us. And brings back a hut, one that we never really paid attention to, and we'll talk a little bit more about later, not a big deal now. And it gives us the M-Cross pattern that we saw in the first episode that led to Bianco Hills. This will lead to a new place, but I'm not going to explore that yet. We are going back to Bianco Hills and grabbing one last shiny sprite. I'm going to go ahead and make my way back. We can go ahead and explore a little bit of Delfino Plaza. There really isn't much here, honestly, yet. This is still just the very beginning, so not that nothing's inaccessible to us, there just really isn't much for us to do, since there's still a lot more we have to unlock. I mean, you can go ahead and interact with citizens around Delfino Plaza, see what they do, what they say. I'll worry about that as the episodes go on. I'm not too focused on that now. We'll have a lot more to do here as we progress and get more unlocked, but in the meantime, we're just going to go ahead and head back to Bianco Hills and go ahead and commence episode 3. And if I remember correctly, episode 3 will introduce something that is going to be one of my least favorites about this game, but is also one of the most exciting, and that is episode 3 is the Hillside Cave Secret. And that picture should show us there. Alright. we make our way over, go ahead and start making our way over towards the Hillside Cave. Because one thing about this episode that is going to be pretty much a recurring theme through many of the places we'll visit, and is going to be something that we're going to be taking our pay attention to for a lot of throughout the series, is secret levels. The reason they are considered secret levels is they don't really have to do anything with the land you're visiting, like the area you're visiting, like in Bianco Hills. That cave actually has secret levels. And one thing that I personally not always fond of, just because of how great I am in Mario RPGs, is that they also have shine sprites as well. So as we make our way over to, oh come on, no, how did I run out of water? Okay, no, I messed that up. Let me go ahead, spin, jump around, climb up here. Oh, I'm really just taking my great time doing this, aren't I? Alright. Okay. Oh my god. Go up. There we go. So this one I shouldn't mess up. Turn around. Spin, jump again a bit further, and now this should be more successful. It really took me that long to do all that. And then Mario hits the sign. Alright, but one thing we are gonna see here is a first, and let's take a listen and look. Unbelievable. Shadow Mario just took Flood. It's something that he's going to be doing a lot for every secret level that we're going to be doing. Shadow Mario takes Flood and takes us back to pretty much Mario, without Flood, just regular old style RPG Mario tracking. And your goal in this is just to reach the end where the shine sprite is and do your best to do it without Flood. Admittedly, this is the first one, so it's not going to be the most terrible to do without Flood. There's really not that many big, heavy jumps that you have to be wary of, but you also have to make sure that you're taking your steps carefully and not fall like I was about to. There's not really much. We can't even touch those platforms since we don't have Flood. Just make sure you don't hit the cubes. Oh. And if you fail miserably, then you fall a tragic death and have to restart the level. There are no save points, so if you do mess up, you do have to force yourself back into the beginning. Don't be as bad as I am, because you do get opportunities to get 1-ups here. There is going to be one in a little bit towards the end near the shine sprite. I am going to go ahead and get that, just because 1-ups are really going to be helpful for me. If you guys recall when I said I don't like secret levels, this is why. I am very bad at them. I'm already at one life left, and this is literally the first secret level of the game, and it's meant to be the easiest, and I'm struggling so hard for it. Okay, so then we go back. I know my depth perception isn't that great, but I thought it'd be a lot better than this. Oh. Okay, there we go. That should be better. Alright, okay, that was better timing. Alright, so shouldn't mess up on these, just jump across. Make sure you have good timing, because some of the polygons can be a little bit disrupting. Oh, that should be a good jump. Get that one up. Alright, it should get back a little bit closer, and then we can make our way over. And okay, after 2 deaths, we got our first secret shine. Not an easy fashion. But are we done yet? No, we're not. We are not done yet, because of course there is something extra about the Hillside secret levels, and I'll go ahead and mention that as I cut my way over. I don't want to go ahead through the episode again just to show you guys the same area. There is something that these secret caves do. They do house another shine. We did get one without Flood, but we're gonna go back and see what the difference is when we go back with Flood. I'll explain a little bit more of that when I cut back to the episode. So I'll be with you guys in just a moment as I make my way back towards the secret level one more time. Alright guys, we are now back at the Hillside Cave secret, but this time around we do have Flood, but we do see something different. That is the red button at the beginning of the level. Every time you complete the first portion of the secret levels, depending on wherever you are, anytime you come back, you will be greeted with the red button. And what that does once I ground pound is collect 8 red coins before the timer runs out. So there's always 2 shines to every secret level. The first is of course the Floodless level. Then the second will be collecting 8 coins in a time limit. So this one is with Flood. This is obviously just to make it a little bit easier and also add an extra way to get a shine in the game. With this being the first level, as I already mentioned when I was without Flood, it is meant to be easy, but you already know how I am with these kind of games. Don't be surprised if I do something really silly and nonsense. Alright, so almost fell. I still have about 30 seconds to collect all other 3 more. This shouldn't be that bad. I should have enough time and make my way over. Nothing should get the best of me. Okay, I have 20 seconds to collect some more. That's not that bad. And I do have an opportunity to get 1 more life back. That'll still be okay for me. Okay, I shouldn't worry. Oh, just a little close. Okay. Spin jump and I should be able to make it. Better timing. 8 seconds, not a big deal because I just made it and we got the shine, but we haven't officially got it yet until once you've made contact with it. So make sure you do your best to not fall ridiculously, like I could possibly do if I'm not careful. Okay, good. Alright, this is honestly not that bad. Just make my way over. Okay, I was not really timing that better. Like the okay, let me just collect the shine before I end up really eating my own words. Got the 5th shine. And with that, ladies and gents, that will be a great opportunity for us to wrap up today's episode. We got a lot done in the beginning portion of Bianco Hills, so we can wrap things up here. So guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. Do hope you enjoyed. Just a minor recap, we went ahead and collected as many shines as we could in Bianco Hills, the first 3 or 4 in total from that, and we had the opportunity to go ahead and unlock the next location, and that cinematic also shows us the next location we can unlock as well. What I will go ahead and do is I will visit the next location for the next episode. It will be one that will be quite enjoyable. We may make a visit back to Bianco Hills, and then probably afterwards we'll start making our way over to the next one. We're going to be focusing on mainly those 3 for a while until we reach pretty much the next important plot point in Super Mario Sunshine, but I don't want to get too ahead of myself. We're still quite a few episodes away from it. We're going to go ahead and take it little by little and start making our way over to the next location. It should be a good one there. So I'll go ahead and start ending it here. So guys, this is Vision Boy Ron. Until next time, I'll meet you guys back outside the front of the next new place we'll be visiting and see what's in store for us there. I'll see you guys then. Take care.